We're starting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we're back here at the house. As I mentioned while I was in the unit, this is stuff we took out. We were kind of in a hurry. I'll go over that story later, as I mentioned before. But as you can see, I mean, we've got Jordans on Jordans on Jordans on Jordans, and guess what? Some more Jordans. We're just going to kind of go through these quick. I think everybody can kind of get an idea of what's all here, but you know, just kind of monetarily wise, I usually take used Jordans and put them around the price point, about $100 each. They may go a little bit down, a little bit less, a little bit more, just depends, but a safe number is about $100 each. Some shoes, these are, all the adult sizes are 11s. All the kids kind of vary a little bit. The kids I don't put at $100 each. We'll put them at somewhere around 20 to 30 bucks is usually what we get. So, as you can see, I mean, obviously they're worn, but overall, I mean, for a pair of older Jordans, you know, they are in pretty good shape. The box is in really nice shape, so say there's 100. Maybe even a little bit more, probably closer 120, 140 is where I would guess. You know, there's another 100. Another 100. And we can get this kind of cleaned up. Keep in mind, some of these are dusty. They were out in the unit. The unit had a lot of dust in there, so I'll go through. I will take the lint roller, kind of lint roll them, dust them off with a brush, make them look nice. But for the most part, any restoration that's going to happen to these is what the sneakerheads will do when they buy them. So you got another 100 here. We kind of went through numbers already on these. There was 18 pairs of adults. So I would say rough market, $1,800 just in the adult Jordans. Then you move with the kids. I think we'll get about $100 for those pair, for the 3 pairs. Not a bad place to be. So we're going to go ahead and pause this for a second, clean this table, and start with the next set of shoes. All right, so we just reloaded. Quick touch here. Just lost one of the shoes. But again, some really nice pairs. Some Vapor Max Pluses here, very, very clean with the box. Some designer shoes. These are some Philippe Pleins. Never heard of them, but I did look the brand up. These bad boys sell for about $200, surprisingly. Retail, they're like $600 pair of shoes. Same with the Bally's. As you can tell, $650 right there on the price tag. Again, they are used. Nobody obviously is going to pay that in the secondary market, but we're looking probably about $100 to $150 for that pair. The third pair of designer shoes we have are the MCMs. Again, these retail right now are selling on the market about $200, $250 in this size, in this condition as well. Then we got some more Vapor Maxes here. Those will be like our $30 to $50 range shoes. Some Griffies, be closer to $100 range shoes. Everybody loves some Ken Griffies. These are going to be some more of our beat stuff. This might be like $20 pair of shoes, or we'll just throw it in with a lot sale depending on somebody else. So we got some knit posits, LeBrons. I mean, again, you know, obviously they're not Jordans. Everybody wants Jordans. I don't hear kids say, let me go get some LeBrons. I hear kids say, let me go get some Jordans. But, you know, still in the market, knit posits are about $70 to $140 a pair used, really depending on what style. The red ones are going to be closer to the $100 range. The black and reds over there, from what I could tell, it's closer to about that $120, $130 range. Some Penny Hardaways. Most kids don't even know who Penny Hardaway is. That's going to be another one of our lower end, probably our $30 to $50 shoes. We got the Air Pippins back here. Surprisingly, these are a good pair of shoes to get. A lot of people still like them. A lot of people still wear them. They're $100 plus. Got a nice pair of the Air Force Ones. Good colorway. This stuff will clean up too. Very easy to clean that. Overall, the guy took really good condition of his shoes. I'm going to have, go ahead and go down here. So down here we got Timberland Champ collabs, polo boots, Timberlands. We got some other additional kid shoes and some kids cleats. The kids cleats here will probably be between like $5 to $15 each. Not a whole lot, but when you're talking $10, $15, $20, $10 and $20 make $100. The Tims usually get between like $40 to $60 for those. The Champion collabs probably go for a little bit more. But overall, that's a pretty decent start. You want to go ahead and hand me those Pumas, and you know, we got some Pumas as well. You know, they're not like excellent sellers, but you're talking in that $40 to $30 to $50 range. They'll definitely do quite well in that range. You know, some of these are some harder to find colorways from the past couple years. But again, not extraordinarily expensive. And as you can see, we got cobwebs and everything else. Just nature of the beast when you buy storage units, especially units been setting for a long time. Got these bad boys as well. I looked them up. I thought they're gonna be a little bit more, but it looks like used they go for about $60 to $75. So overall, just in shoes on the $1,700 unit, we're in profit just on tennis shoes. We're gonna go ahead and get all this cleaned up, and we're gonna hit up some of the clothes and just get some of that laid out. And we're gonna go piece by piece through there and kind of give you an idea of what we anticipate to make there as well.
We're starting.
All right, now the reload. Like I said, this guy, massive collector of designer clothes as well. We're going to go through all these real quick. She'll only take a couple minutes, but kind of give you an idea of how much we plan to make off these pants. So Donald and I will start going through them. Let's see. True Religion. Now, True Religion is a very expensive brand. Their jeans usually sell for about $100 a pair. Doesn't mean we'll get $100, but picture it more like we're going to $15, $20 in the resale market for us. So when you got this many pair, $15, $20, that adds up. Like I said earlier, 10s and 20s make hundreds. It just takes time. So that was True Religion.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, True Religion shorts.
10 pairs of...
Count them again. Another pair of True Religion. Another pair of True Religion.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7 pair of True Religion pants right there. That's $140 if we sell at 20. We might get 30, we might get 40, it's hard to tell, but just standardized and everything about $20. Creams. Again, another nice brand. From what I can tell, these things sell in the stores for about $100. On eBay, about $20 to $30 as well. So there's one pair of Preems, another pair of Preem shorts. Again, another $20. Rockstar jeans. These are again another $100 pair of jeans in the store. Let's say $20, $30 on those. Jordan Craig's, again, another expensive brand. $20 on those. These are all what prices that we would get. Rockstar jeans again. I mean, just money. Money, every time you pick something up, it's money. Embellish. Again, we looked this brand up as well. It's another $100 pair of jeans. So we'll get $20 to $30. Dreamland. I have not looked this brand up, but I'm going to venture to say it's going to be right in the same ballpark. Coogies. For those of you that don't know Coogies, Coogies is a pretty expensive brand within itself. I don't know how much we'd get for them, to be honest with you, but I would venture to say it's going to be somewhere in that ballpark, maybe more. These. More rock stars. Again, just 20, 20, 20, 20. Just money. Some more Preems. Again, just more money. Mind you, these are only the jeans. Then we're going to get into the shirts, the hoodies, the jackets, everything else as we keep going. But again, more Preems. Not my style. I mean, I would look good on them though. If I could get my left leg. Robin's jeans. These are expensive. I know these are expensive. I don't know. We'll have to keep looking. We'll have to Google some things, but I'm venturing to say we would probably get maybe $100 for that pair of jeans. Rockstar, again, another $20. That's easy money. You get enough clothes. Grindhouse. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Again, not my style. I don't wear white, at least not after Labor Day. Some more Jordan Craig's. Like I said, I mean, these Jordan Craig stuff is expensive. They make a lot of high-end jackets, $300, $500, $600 jackets, which you'll see one later. Oh, what is this? So Robin's jeans. Here we go. $524.99 is what these jeans sell for. That's our second pair of Robin jeans. I knew this brand was expensive. I've heard of them. Keep that together. At least give us a reference. Now, I'm not saying we'll get that. It's at least $20. Like I said, when you buy a unit and everything you're pulling out of there is $100 or $20 to $100 each, that's just money. Some more embellish. Again, not quite my style, but nice. What we got here? Some Decibel. I have heard of this brand. Usually when I get them from units, and I've had them a couple times, I get about $20 to $25 a pair, depending on the colors. Purple really depends on the person you're selling them to. Not everybody likes it, but those that do like it are willing to pay. Ooh, Rock Revival. And the unit, I showed you guys a jacket, the Rock Revival jacket. Here is the jeans to them. We actually found them. So this is the matching set. Don't know what we'll get out of that. Again, we have to look it up. Could be a little bit more money than everything else. Could also not be. So we got a bunch of jean shorts here too. Maccoby, again, another brand that seems in stores are about 80 to 100 to 150 bucks, depending on what you're getting. So for those, just say 20. Another pair of Maccobys. There's 40. What is this? There's another pair of Maccobys. Well, it's Heritage America. Look at that. Again, another sweet design. Not something I would wear, but say another 20, maybe more. So there's 60. Some DNA. These shorts we have looked up, or not looked up, but we looked up brand when we were going through, like, bringing stuff into the house. The jeans sell for about 150 to 200 bucks. So I'm going to venture say we're going to get 20 bucks out of those too. Here's another pair of DNAs, another 20 bucks. Maccobys. Again, I'm going to start going a little bit faster. It's 20 bucks. What are these? Switch. I've never heard of this brand. Well, I'm going to venture say 20 bucks. Oh, some Lacoste. Probably 20 bucks as well. I know Lacoste sells pretty nice, but, and then what are these? Some A. Tiziano's. Again, red's a bit flavorful for my liking, but at least 20 bucks. Alright, so we got everything reloaded. We're going to go through the t-shirts, the sweatpants, shorts, the guy's hat collection as well. Now, t-shirts, typically even for like designer shirts, I'll be looking at for us somewhere between like $10 to $20, maybe some as low as $5, maybe some as high as $25. I mean, t-shirts, again, aren't as coveted as like hoodies and jeans and everything else, but they do have some money still around them. You see, we got some royalties. I think that's how we say it. I don't know the brand. We're going to have to look it up, but it's clean. Looks nice, and if there's anything that indicates how much the guy spent on it, I'm going to venture to say it wasn't cheap. So we got the Rockstar polo. That's going to be like a $5 polo. Another royalty piece. Well, look at that. That thing is gemmed up. You could see that man from a mile away on a sunny day. Champion long sleeve with the Timberland back. I would probably take 10 bucks for that. That's what I would probably post it on Marketplace, or if I'm putting it on eBay, maybe like 15 bucks. True Religion, again, can't ever go wrong with some True Religion. And stuff's clean. The guy took really good care of all of his stuff. Really, on a lot of the stuff, you see dry cleaning tags on almost everything he's done. So he didn't take things to a laundromat. He didn't wash them in a washer and dryer. He really took this stuff and kind of took it to a dry cleaner to get it professionally done. And you'll see some of that on some of the bigger jackets and stuff that we're about to go through. But again, another True Religion. $5, $10 t-shirt for us. What is this? Born Fly. Looks pretty sharp. Again, that'll be something that, we'll get 10, maybe 20 bucks for. Ooh. Jersey. Good Pirates jersey. Mitchell and Ness. That. Oh. I do really well with jerseys. Usually get between 30 to 50 bucks, depending on the jersey. Some Tommy. That's going to be like a $5 shirt. Some Lacoste. Again, $5, $10 shirt. I'm going to go through these quicker. Nike, $5 shirt. As you can tell, dry cleaning tag. Looks like this is one of his higher end brands. So we got MLK set there. Nice shirt. That's probably a $15, $20 shirt. What's this? We got a V. Oh, messed up. This is somebody printed this shirt for him. Probably as a birthday gift or something. That one will go to a donate pile. Polo. Nice little polo shirt. That'd be like a yard sale item for us. Maybe $2, $3. Another nice looking shirt. Retro label. Got some texture there. Feels like a bath towel kind of. Again, another $10, $15, maybe $20 shirt. Another roll t-shirt. So this got to be a good brand. Like I said, we're going to have to look it up. It says that it's handmade. Again, never heard of the brand myself, but like I said, it looks nice. It's made in the USA. Usually when you get that,
wrong.
yeah, if you get that, usually it's pretty good. True Religion, again, another $5, $10 shirt. Bada bang, this is a Prano shirt. Probably, I don't know, probably $10. Maybe more. It's hard to tell. I mean, collectors people collect weird things. What's this? BlackRock, you know, got some money with some skulls and some crystals. See me a mile away. Like it. Another one of those printed shirts, as you can tell. No, kind of, you can always feel printed shirts. Again, it'd be a donate for us. True Riches, Maccoby. Again, another Maccoby brand. I don't know, we'll get out of that maybe 10, 15 bucks. So I'm just going to go through these. We got True Religion again. Oh, check out that. Looking, I like that. Again, I wouldn't wear rhinestones myself, not my style. Nike, get a little Jordan shirt. Get 10 bucks for those all day. Don't know the brand either for this one. Roughneck. Like I said, pretty basic, probably $2, $3, but again, we'll look up every brand, just make sure there's nothing crazy. Another True Religion, $5, $10 shirt. Like I said, money adds up. Ooh, George V. So this is a designer brand. These are expensive. I have to look them up, but I would venture to say it's probably gonna be a $15, $20 shirt. All right, I'm gonna move into the sweatpants. Maccoby, we'll say that's 10 bucks. 10 bucks minimum. Some sweatshorts, again, nice little stitched. 10 bucks. At least 10 bucks. Some Tommies, 10 bucks. This is the price of stuff I can get. You know, some V1s, some more of those made up stuff. You can always tell they have like a weird texture. These ones are dusty, but we'll get these cleaned. Probably 10, 15 bucks if the like some of these dark spots come out. Oof. Champion. We'll get 20 bucks for these. All day. Now these ones we'll get like 5 to 10 bucks for. Just depends, you know, the higher quality, the thicker it is, a little bit nicer. What's these? Oh, some more George V's. Again, we'll get 30, 40 bucks for these. Surprisingly. That's just the price that, you know, you get for some of these designer labels. Then last but not least for the sweatpants, we got some Pumas. Oh, here we go. Oh, the Puma Ferraris. It's a nice set. People love the shoes. They like to get the shoes, the hoodie. I'm going to venture to say when we get into the hoodies, it's going to be in there. But yeah, not a bad little gig. All right, I'm going to walk through these hats pretty quick. But as you can tell, this guy spent some money on some hats. I don't know if you're a hat person, if you're not a hat person, but these things are like $30 to $50 a piece. Now, resale market, we'll get about 15 bucks for at least the nicer ones. So Jordan, look at that, $31. Still has tags. That's 15 bucks. $34. Golden State. Again, another 30 bucks. Clean. Nothing. You know, some dust, but that'll come off. $60 hat, brand new with tags. Still got the, oh, check that out. 30 bucks. Very similar one. Again, be 20 bucks. This one, that's dust. I'll get that off with a lint roller. Probably won't sell that one. It's a bit used, but we'll see. You never know. People still buy hats. I love the WAP. It's got the guy was a Trump supporter, which is surprising, but
can't go wrong with Trump.
Usually when you get into like the guys that sell dope and stuff like that, they don't really care about politics 9 times out of 10.
Right.
Lacoste, again.
A few Lacoste things. There's another Lacoste.
Another Lacoste. Another Lacoste $40 hat. This one's a bit dirty again. This will probably donate. We might be able to get it clean. These ones are clean. So you're talking $15.15. A dope hat, $39.99. Jordan. Again, clean.
That's I don't know.
Crappy Carolina. I'm gonna guess this guy just bought a Carolina hat just for the fun of it. That one's beat. That'd be a donate. Throw that into the donate pile. Not even gonna waste our time with it. Like I said, the whole set's gonna be here. The Ferrari hat to go with it all. The Pirates hat, guys. We tell earlier the jersey pirate.
These are pretty much all.
Some more Bulls. More Bulls. Henny hat with the tags on it. Never worn. I don't know. We'll have to look that up. Could be worth a lot. Again, another Bulls hat.
MGM. Is that what they are? MCM?
Wait, 1 second. A Cleveland Cavaliers hat. Not bad. $40 Bulls hat. Tags on it.
Those match the shoes.
Yeah, these go with those shoes earlier. Expensive brand. As you can tell, you know these, they serialize everything. Their brand is very, very high end. So some royalties. Again, that's just dust. We can get that stuff off. I don't know if this brand's worth anything. We're going to hope to say they are. Another Chicago Bulls. You know, we're talking for the ones without tags and stuff, as long as they're clean, $10. For the ones with tags and everything, we're talking $20. There's 40 hats here, 50 hats. You're talking, that's $500 or $600.
Right.
You know, minimum $300 if we want to do a quick sale.
Rockstar, Bulls.
And look, it's just Bulls, 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 Bulls. I mean, it's one of the most popular teams when it comes to people that like to watch the sport. For people that like to dress nice, you know, you wore the Jordans, you're going to put the Bulls hat on. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. But you're talking, just do a quick number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 Bulls hats. Just, you know, just to put things in perspective. That's, I would get minimum $10 each. We know we're going to get way more than that for some of these other ones. So I would say there's probably $300 in just the Bulls hats. Everything else is just, and at this point, it's just all profit. No matter what we get out of it. We get $2 out of them, it's $2 in profit. All right, so we're gonna take another quick pause. We're gonna get all the jackets, the hoodies, and that stuff, and that should pretty much wrap up right before we start to do some of the specialized items we found, some of the high-end designer stuff. But we'll move right into that next.
Go.
All right, well, we're all back. All right, I'm gonna take this off. It's hot, man. It's hot. So some of the designer jackets and stuff that we got, I had to put it on just because it's funny. Really high grade, really high, high quality material. But they're a Blanche fur jackets. I think we have 3 total. Just going through, we'll find them. As you can tell, here's the men's. Again, I mean, we're talking on these. That's $50. $50 each minimum, if not $100. I have no idea what they go for. They could be $200 jackets for all we know. True Religion. Oh, got 2 of them there. True Religion hoodie. You know, that's $20. Hoodies, very similar to jeans, we'll get $15, $20 for. True Religion, again, $20. This is Slow Bucks. I've seen this brand. Really nice, all stitched in. It's not an inlay. You know, we'll get $20, $30 for that. Name brand. What is this? Crooks and Castles. Don't know the brand personally, but at least $20. Ooh. George V with the bling. That's again another designer. That's $50. Rockstar with the tag. Again, $20, $30. Like I said, the man had the whole set. The Ferrari with the hoodie. Puma. Like I said, a lot of people love this set. We'll say $20. Just for simple numbers. Champion hoodie. Pretty basic. $20 all day. Champion jacket, $15 all day. Keep in mind, all these sizes for most of these jackets are large, extra large, 2X to 3X. I mean, they kind of fluctuate a little bit. We're Cincinnati fans in this house. Just the Feagles. Nobody likes them, but yeah, you know, someone like a local will pay $2 or $3 for that. Whew, that's some fire right there. Some Pel. You know, double XL. Have to look it up, but I'm going to venture to say it's going to be somewhere in that range of about $30 to $50 for that as well. This, you know, $15, $20 hoodie. Nothing special. Just going to go through them quick. Ooh, heavy. Look at that. Lines. Very heavy hoodie. Champion with the Timberland back. We have sweatpants to match those as well. That set we'll get probably $50 for. Another True Religion hoodie. Again, 15, 20 bucks. Black Pyramid. Never heard of the brand. Really nice label. Look at that. That's really high end. It's not paper. It's all stitched. I don't know what we can get for this, man. We'll have to look this brand up, but I'm going to venture to say $20 minimum. True Religion, again, another 15, 20 bucks. Another heavy duty Champion hoodie. You know, that's Champion Timbs. Again, I mean, that's, you know, 20, 30, 40, $50. It's hard to tell. Rockstar jacket, you know, that's a $30 to $50 jacket, surprisingly. Not going to go through everything too hard. As I've said, we got the scarf that goes with the women's Rockstar jacket. Pretty nice. I mean, if you like skunks, I guess. But, I mean, that's 20, 30 bucks. Minimum. The third of Blanche, this is the women's jacket. Blanche is a very expensive brand. Buy new, they're like $500, $600. Used in the market, fur jackets, a little bit more finicky, but I would venture to say that's a $50 minimum jacket. Oh, so some more sweatpants, True Religion. Like I said, sweatpants, especially True Religion, I will get 15, 20 bucks for. What is that? Mark of New York. Pea jackets, what I call them, wool jackets, depending on your person. Military, we call them pea jackets. But something like that, that's $50 to $100. Even used, that's a surprising thing. New, they're $200, $300. Pea jackets they're not cheap. If you don't believe me, go to Macy's, take a look at one. Ooh, nice little Lakers jacket. Don't know how much this goes for. Lakers stuff, obviously, it's got the UNC title. Nice. Lakers stuff's always going to be popular. One of the most popular sports teams in America, next to the New York Yankees. So always going to be up there. Another Born Fly. You see, they got some pretty nice tags. It is an interchangeable jacket, so you could wear it, be a little bit more basic, or if you want to make a statement, flip it inside out. Again, that's 50 bucks. Some more Fiegel stuff. Little vest. I don't know. Somebody will pay $5 for that. Whew, what is this? Man. You got the rhinestones in there. You got Bruce Lee on the back. Just speaks things. Hudson, we just sold a Hudson jacket. We get about $40 to $50 for those. As you guys saw in the unit, that Rockstar jacket, heavy. I mean, this thing's got some weight to it. But again, that's a $40 to $50 jacket. We got the nice Pell. I'm not sure what, like I said, we have to look up everything, but I would venture to say it's in the $40 to $50 range. Ooh, heavy. With tags. Jordan Craig. If you don't know anything about Jordan Craig's clothes and jackets and stuff, they're high end. They're expensive. $200, $300, $400, some things $600, $700. This could be a $100 plus jacket for us. And in a unit that we're already up in profit, massively up in profit, that's just the stuff at the top. What's this? Brand, I don't recognize the brand. This looks kind of like a basic hoodie. That's $5, $10. You know, somebody needs hoodie. Another True Religion. Like I said, nice condition. Let's see what size it is. It's a large. You know, that's $10, $15. Money's adding. Now this set is pretty neat. This is a cult of individuality. Nice little designer brand. But as we were going through, we found that it had its sweatpants. So nice little set. We'll probably get $50 for the pair. These hoodies sell for about $100, $150. Not a bad place. Now, last but not least, when it comes to the clothes, probably one of the most expensive things that we will sell out of this unit when it comes to clothes. It looks kind of basic to most people. It's Milwaukee. What makes it so special? This is the Milwaukee heated jacket. It's got a battery charger that goes into there, heats the jacket when it's really, really cold outside. These jackets used, especially in a XL, and a large is the one that we found. And used sold for about $180 to $190 is where we found. There's two of them that sold. One sold for about $180 with shipping, about $190. The other one sold for $190 with free shipping. And that's used. This is an extra large, much more popular size. I would venture to say we're in that realm of probably 180 to 200 bucks for this jacket, just on this one piece alone. All right, we got the last little bit we wanted to show everybody just because we found some really cool stuff. Now, granted, some of it we know is not real. Some of it could be real, but we're suspecting that it's not, and a few other cool things. But first and foremost, some Louis Vuitton bags. I don't believe these are real. Material doesn't feel right. I have friends that have Louis Vuitton, but even in a resale market, that's $20 to $30 a piece. They're brand new, never used. Now on to some things that we know are real. 2 Bulova watches sell for about $100 each from what we can find. We did take these into a jewelry store along with the one here, which is a Rolex. Rolex is fake, 100% fake. The one cool thing about the Rolex is the clasp, this section right here, and this piece right here is gold. They did test it. Now, we didn't have them test the band. We knew the Rolex wasn't real, but there's still a little bit of gold, nothing crazy. Tested out 18 karat. Now we get into some of the other cool things. So the Bally box that we all seen earlier. Check that out. $395. Found the belt. Immaculate shape. I don't know what we can get out of it. I'm going to venture to say about 100 bucks. The MCM belt, again, another really high-end designer brand. Matches the hat, the shoes that we seen earlier. I'm going to venture to say that's another $100. This little smart bracelet, not super expensive, but in resale market, it's brand new, 30 bucks. But then we're starting to get into some of the crazier stuff. We have these are St. Laurent's designer glasses, 100% real. We did get these bad boys checked out. Resale on these in the market is about $200. Then we have some Versace's. These are real as well. Got to do some more cleaning on them. But these are the ones that we did find in the unit. They did test out, be real. Just not super expensive. They run about $100 to $150. But now that everyone got a chance to see everything, the next thing that we'll be doing is going through the actual unit. So I'll pull up what we saw on the Treasure or on the Storage Treasures website, why we decided to bid on the unit, what we could see at the door, how much we thought we were going to make, and why we spent $1,700 plus on this unit. But as you can tell, we're already in the profit, and we're going to be very heavily in the profit. But it'd be exciting to see you guys whenever I get there. So I'm going to pause the video, and we'll continue on.